It's August 13th, 2022. RPG a day. And how would you change the way you started RPGing? Well, more people. I mean, if we're referring to the very first time I ever played, it would have been a much more memorable experience having more people to play with. Yeah, it's great that you can play this game with just two people, and even now there are many ways that you can play this style of game, with just one person, right? Running solo adventures. The way I totally understand how the whole thing happened. Being the kid and getting dropped off at your brother's girlfriend's house to have her brother take care of you and babysit doesn't always work out for the most memorable experience, right? I mean, in that kind of situation. It's definitely more interesting the more people you have, although there's probably diminishing returns on that. I'd never sit down again and run a game for 14 or more people. In fact, I haven't done that in ages now. But it is definitely something that I would have always wanted to do. Is there anything else that I can think of that you could change about it? When you're getting started, hindsight's always 20/20. And really, that's about it. More people would have made the experience much more memorable, I think. Although, memory's a tricky thing like that. It's so long ago that I probably maybe I misremember it just being me and my brother's girlfriend's brother. Maybe there was at least one other person there. I don't know. But that's the way I remember it. And it's the one thing I would change, is to have more people there playing. Along the way, after that, I would have liked it if other people would have ran. That's the unfortunate thing. If you wind up falling into that trap, the forever GM, the forever DM, as we call it, the guy or the gal who is always the one running the game or developing the story, as they so want to say these days, or helping to guide the story these days. So, play more. Yeah, DMing and running a game is one thing, but it's a lot of work. Players have it easy. There's not a lot. You just play. Sure, the GM is playing, but there's not nearly as much that they have to take care of in the long run as far as things go. And so, basically having more players experience. I would have liked to have seen more like a 60-40 balance in my life at that time. Even a 50-50 or 70-30. I would have liked to have played more and GM'd less. Maybe I'd have a totally different perspective today on what the current state of the hobby is. But who knows? And that's really about it for August 13th. RPG a day. And how would I change the way I started? More people, for one, involved in my first experience, and two, more time on the other side of the screen. If you're out there and you're a player and you've had that hankering, chances are your GM or DM wouldn't mind getting a chance to play. Just run a one shot. Let them get on the other side of the screen for a little while. If you're on the other side of the screen, look out for some players out there who are willing to run. Because that way, you can play more games as each of you take turns, and you get a chance to have more fun. So, be cool with each other wherever you are out there.